Game 2 of today's doubleheader between the Akron Zips and Ball State. Ready to go as Kayla Kmett inside the circle for the Zips, making her second appearance on the weekend. And we are underway here in game number 2 as Kayla Kmett misses outside to Haley Dominic. Coach Cooper Verts with the start game 1. Shay DeLeonardis came out of the bullpen in relief, and then Cooper Verts re-entered the game. Saw Kayla Kmett, but in a different capacity. Took a plate appearance. Went 0 for 1. What are we expecting out of Kayla Kmett this afternoon?
Well, she gives up her first hit.
Yes, Haley Dominic in our single game against these Ball State Cardinals and pitched a very good 3 innings of relief. Gave up just 1 hit, or 3 hits and only 1 run. That of the game 2. She went 1 for 3 in the game prior to. To give up 83 hits, 66 runs, 53 earned. As Dominic pops out to Caitlin Gambone, but Dominic is going to be able to move over to second and then on to third. Throwing error by Caitlin Gambone.
So just trying to make plays. They need to just settle down and play ball.
So now with 1 out. Not exactly the way you want to start off the game, but however, Kayla Kmett in a hole 3-0. Janae Hogg takes all the way. And Labrador 1 for 3 in game 1 with a strikeout. First pitch to her is foul down the left field. Labrador puts this one into play. Madison Carter, now in center field for Akron, cannot come up with it. And Labrador is going to reach on an error by Madison Carter. Game.
No, it's not at all. You know, she looked like she was under that ball. Just came out of her glove. You know, so that's a sac fly with an error. So.
See Peyton. Kmett out in front, 0-1 as Peyton puts this one into play. Madison Carter will make out number 2. But Ball State catcher Madison Lee leading off the top of the second inning for the Cardinals. A threat in the box for the rubber. Ready for action. 2-0 pitch.
In there for the pitchers. And as a former catcher, she has seen a lot of pitchers, so she knows what she's talking about when she asks these kids to make an adjustment.
But Coach Jones, as the head coach, has really always been that pitching coach. As Kmett fires strike, a MAC Pitcher of the Year 2014, Aaron Seiler, and last year's Freshman Pitcher of the Year in Lexi Hanley.
The catcher's probably seen more problems and more good pitches than any pitcher has, so it's easy for her to make those adjustments.
Absolutely. As Kayla Kmett records pitchers who have different deliveries, different strategies, and working with all of them will give you a...
She loves to see video after every game and break it down with the players and for herself to decide what needs to be improved on.
For her, in game 1, 2 for 3 with a home run, 2 runs scored. She lifts one into play. Kimmy Rodriguez going to call off Jordan Cruz at second base and right field and make the
glove. It's going to come down to the ground. You can catch it.
So Olivia Huffman, Annie Robinson. She takes, seems like he likes to make that call with his voice. and has a late signal, which does not help us up here in the press box. Huffman 1 for 2 in game 1. As Kayla Kmett
need to maintain that. And like I said, on offense, just don't take your foot off the gas.
By Caitlin Gambone. As Kmett missed trouble finding that strike zone and finding a nice rhythm.
Yeah, she hasn't been in a rhythm. She's something
for strike 1 against Dominic. 2-1 pitch. Outside ball 3. 3-1 pitch. Put in play by Dominic. Past a diving Jordan Cruz and into right field. And Gambone attempted to throw over to double off Dominic, but this ball is going to put in play. Slow roller. Cassie Gillespie is able to make the play, come back, and dive head first with her arms reached out. Well over 6'4", 6'5" is Janae Hogg. Umpire said that's going to hit her bat for a foul ball. For a foul ball that hit her bat despite thinking it hit her shoulder. So we got an 0-1 count. This one's put into play. Kimberly Rodriguez underneath. Dominic's going to move over. Maddie Labrador coming to the plate. She reached on an error by the center fielder. And Madison Carter's not going to have a chance to field this ball because it is driven to deep center field. And Carter runs out of room for cuts the lead down to 5-3. For the Cardinals. Pops this one sky high in play. Caitlin Gambone backpedaling. Stacy Payton leading off for Ball State at the top of the 4th inning. Kayla Kmett returns to the circle, or walking 2 strikeouts. So pretty decent day inside the circle for Kayla, despite the struggles of finding the strike zone sometimes. Payton puts one into play. Jasko runs out to try and make the play. Ball hits off her glove. Her and Jordan Cruz run into each other. And Payton
give her a little bit of a cushion so she can just relax.
So after Payton reaches on an error, going back to that play, Jordan Cruz came a long way to try and make that play, but Coach, that's Sydney Jasko's ball.
It is. Different players in different spots, not working together all season long, and knowing what each other's going to do.
Two collided, looked a little soft than, sometimes people collide, and which is a good thing as Lee flies out to Kimberly Rodriguez in right field. Annie Robinson heads to the plate for her second at bat of the game. Kmett fires. In the second inning, Kayla Kmett shut down the Cardinals 1-2-3. Fortunately, not the result. 1-1 pitch. Pitches and only 27 strikes definitely shows the inconsistency and trouble that she's had sometimes trying to find that strike zone as Robinson dribbles one down the first base line. Gillespie comes in to field it, but there was no one over at first base for her to throw to. Robinson at first, Olivia Huffman at the dish. Her first at bat in the second inning. Did some damage in game 1 with 2 runners on for the Cardinals. 1-2 pitch to Huffman. Swung on a miss. Good pitch by Kmett. Took some off that one. 1-2 count. Huffman was able to get a piece of that one to stay alive. This time, swings and misses. Doesn't get a piece of it. Kmett enters the batter's box for Ball State. Runners on first and second. Dominic puts this one into play into center field. That's going to go over Madison Carter's head. One run's going to come around to score. Dominic's in to second with an RBI double. With runners in second and third. Haley Denamnuk at the plate. Akron clinging to a 5-4 lead. Kayla Kmett fire. Namyuk 0 for 2 on the day.
The circle. It's another unearned run. She's pitched well.
Namyuk follows this one back. This final out and maintain that 1-run lead. Get Akron to the batting. This one on top of the 4th inning. Wind up in the pitch. 2 outs. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Payoff pitch. Ball 4 out of the zone. Going to load the bases up. Hogg fouls the first pitch. She's going to poke one up the middle. Sydney Jasko. I'm not sure what just happened, Coach. And I don't think the Zips know, but the game is now tied 5-5. Labrador smoked a home run to dead center field in her last at bat. Ball stayed still with the bases loaded. She sends one into the air. This one could be trouble in the middle of nowhere as Jordan Cruz can't get to it. And that's going to score. Scored 4 runs in the 4th inning to take the lead 7-5 over the Zips. As Wiggs smokes one in the left field. That's going to go over Laura Lakin's head. Janae Hogg's going to score from 3rd. Labrador is going to come all the way around from first base to score.